potentially just doing it for fun. Also potentially, multi-shot's a little more important in this matchup than, and maybe the Fox matchup, than a lot of others, because Fox and Sheik have good out of shield options, and double shine beats out those options, beats out some of those instant options.
True, and going into game one, we already see Polish playing really passive so far, just going for a lot of platform lasers. I can't say it's working out too well. He has collected more percent on like the one time he tried to go in. Both players are just being really cautious right now.
I think both in terms of these players and in terms of these characters, it's hard for them to approach against each other. So especially at low percents.
Polish gets the first opening though.
Yeah,
he gets about 3 hits.
Building it up pretty big, but
fortunately misses both of those smash attacks.
Plank following up. Once they're close, getting his grab and all of a sudden keeping it very even.
Polish just double jumps out of the corner. Unfortunately, Plank was not able to cover that. Good trade.
I don't know how their sets have been recently since Polish is here, which is sad because I've probably commentated all of them. But I would say that in skill level right now, these two players are very close. Plank being the veteran who
Plank dropping
was starting to drop off and then decided, got on Hat's net play and decided to go serious again. And also just getting his life a little more together. And Polish, who's been improving rapidly despite little competition out in Pittsburgh.
And nice shine backers to actually clean up. First stock goes to Polish, although at his percent, any kind of like raw forward air from Plank would be able to enough to clean it up, even it out. Polish decides to opt to go for the ledge, you know, do some double lasers.
And that's some of the options I was talking about that Sheik has. Nares out a shield, takes an aerial trade for it.
Barely living though, at 151%.
Yeah, but
that backer's going to be it.
He had to get on stage before then, maybe a side B or something. Different, but that option's not going to work.
I really like that shine from Polish. He just did a lot of approaching lasers, and then when he thought Plank was going to jump out, he just did like a mid-air shine. He wasn't able to get too much of it, unfortunately. Plank responding with a quick 48%. Back to this very projectile-focused, back-off kind of game, but Polish gets the opening right as I say that.
No, throws it away, just laughs it off. So good to see somebody laugh when they do that rather than get angry, but laughs off and immediately back to game face on. Yeah, this is Polish. He's from
as I was saying
right here, but he goes to school in Pittsburgh, and he's ranked 2 in Pittsburgh right now for a bait. So
nice down tilt, gonna set up the edge guard. See if he can clean it up. All he has to do is
yeah, down smash, which might be tappable, but probably not when you're that far off stage. But Plank doing the most important thing, which is getting Polish to like 36 before he killed him, so the ASDI is almost over, and you have to do a full crouch cancel to really stop him from knocking
we're about
over.
3 minutes in now. Still 2 stocks to 2. Pretty slow-paced game for average melee.
Yeah, and I think that's partially just these players also.
Yeah, both players have been
Polish can be explosive once he gets the hit, but like he's content to play neutral and play neutral well. So I mean, you watch his peach, you can definitely see it even more than here. And Plank also willing to just give up.
In matchups like Falco Sheik, Falco Marth, you really want to be very careful not to push your openings too far, because just because you're shorter uppy, it's really easy for characters like Sheik and Marth to just do a turnaround situation and just gimp you know, out of nowhere. And especially after that SD, Polish is playing very calm, and it's working out for him with a 1-stock lead. Although Plank couldn't get something started, down air does not get a forward air follow up.
Falco's 6th best character. I would say Falco's probably 5th best character.
Really nice nair to shield from Plank there.
Ooh,
this is the edge guard, but Polish misses the ledge. So in the end, good for Plank.
Fun little dash dance interaction there. Plank just jumping out of it. But Polish huge lead here. I mean, it's not huge, but parts amount lead here. Finishes it off nicely.
Polish cleans off that last stock really well. Just a lot of good option choices. Playing neutral really well, evacuating the platform, just kind of going up and down, not letting Plank get in.
So Plank been working Marth on FD. Doing it for Jerry, or now. Just like, I think the way that Jerry plays Fox makes Sheik sick of playing against Fox. And Plank, especially once he got net play and just had the opportunity to grind it out and have fun while he was doing it, I think he just started doing this so that he didn't have to deal with net play spaces on the stage. But it's become good enough that, as in this case, he will sometimes counterpick it. Polish not particularly strong in this matchup either. Doesn't really like Marth. I don't think he gets to practice against Marth really. Or I guess his main opponent that he practiced in Pittsburgh is Luigi. So,
as a Sheik player, what would you say are Sheik's worst stages in the Spaces matchup, other than FD?
Okay, it's very different for the two Spaces matchups. IMO. First of all, I don't think the Falco matchup. I think it's a lot of personal preference for both characters. I think Nurok is crazy for taking Sheiks to Dreamland, but also I completely understand why he would, you know.
All right.
But I think FOD in this matchup isn't actually that bad for Sheik. I think even FOD in the Fox matchup isn't horribly bad if they're willing to take the time and grind out some level of tech chase, even if you're not going to face roll it. Having that as a threat is a big thing.
I was just going to say, I definitely feel like both FD and Pokemon are probably some of the worst stages in the matchup.
I think Pokemon is Sheik's worst stage in almost every matchup. I'm actually completely on the banned Pokemon crowd, not because I think Pokemon's a bad stage or transformation.
But because it helps your character?
But because I just hate, not even that it helps my character, I just personally hate the stage.
No problem.
It's not even about winning more, it's just I don't want to play there.
Yeah,
so I ban it every time.
Having a Marth makes a lot of sense then, just for, in the Spaces matchup. You feel like you lose on FD, you feel like you lose on Pokemon. That's 2 out of the 5 stages, or 2 out of the 6 stages, sorry.
I think that's less true against Falco, though. I think that Sheik does okay against Falco on the stage. It's kind of hard to get in if he's playing lame and lasering, but not quite there. He's trying to go low enough that he can sweet spot.
And as we were busy talking about a character that isn't even on screen, Polish goes from a 1-stock deficit to a good 1-stock lead. And
okay. Ooh, I thought that was
that would have been devastating. Yeah. That'd be the most unfortunate ending the game, too, I could have seen. But we got a chain grab starting up. Drops it, unfortunately, from Plank.
Well, I think Falco's complete preference-based. I think all the stages are okay. I think, actually, oddly enough, FOD is, kind of bad for Sheik. Whereas the Fox matchup, I think it's clearly this stage and Pokemon are bad. Yoshi's is okay, but a little Fox favorite, and the other stages are pretty neutral, maybe a little Sheik.
As I said that, we saw a really clean stock from Plank. Did not take that much % damage. See if Polish changes it up, goes back to some of his more passive gameplay, but instead he just gets an opening and see how far he can take it. All right, choosing to back off when he doesn't have a guaranteed follow-up. Soft Nair's gonna set the edge guard. Rolls a little too early, unfortunately.
Oh man, it's caught with that. I think he's dead, but we'll see. Oh no, not yet. Okay, I spoke too soon. Alright, so obviously it didn't happen there, but something I was about to say before that quickly ended is that, unlike against Hat, Polish and probably Jerry, if Plank plays Jerry later, I actually have to watch out on this stage a little bit. Okay, playing Sisters Fox.
Switching to Fox, interesting.
He was playing Fox earlier too and lost the game to, I don't know who it was. I think it was whoever took probably big balls out of the bracket. Maybe not. I don't know. But
interesting. Fox does also have a chain grab against Falco on here.
Yeah, so that's what I was about to say is, I think, whereas with Hat, he has a good Marth if his Marth works on the stage. He's definitely not just a Sheik playing Marth anymore at this point.
Yep.
But
and I feel Plank's kind of done the same thing with Fox.
Plank's Plank's definitely still playing his Sheik when he plays Fox. He's all about his neutral and run. But with Marth, at least, he's spent the time with both of the characters to grind out the chain grab, something Fox has not, or something Hat has not done, which makes him dangerous in a different way, because he can there's the potential that he'll 0 to death hit.
Okay, I just have to say though, you said his Fox is just kind of running away, but that kind of works for Fox. His lasers.
It's not a horrible strategy,
and lasers
but it's the same way that he plays Sheik.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, and he doesn't even necessarily laser when he does it, but he'll go for a few neutral hits and run away. It's more apparent in floating matchups, obviously, than Spacey Ditto.
Definitely.
Because here it's you get a knockdown, you get a big punish. That's just always how it goes. Oh, wow. That was... I don't think Polish had to shine there, and didn't regrab Legend Time and traded a stock for it. Being said, he's up so much % right now that this should quickly... trying for a little trickiness. Polish not having any of it.
Polish getting a clean entire stock lead. Hopefully he can try to keep this out. Maybe finish out the set with a 3-0. Plank tries to get something started here. Goes with the dash attack. He's able to keep the combo going anyway. He's just not letting Polish get away. Drops it right there.
Part of this for playing too is just kind of a little bit of soul searching and deciding. I think he's decided he doesn't want to play Sheik on these stages. So what character do I want to play? And it's okay if I don't win for a while because it's Xanadu and I'm here every week and who cares? Is it weekly? But like longer term, what character do I decide I want to play in these matchups on the stages I don't like? Fox or Marth. Alright. You can call it a get up attack there. But here we see the chain grab, but I think it ends around this percent, right?
Yep, Falco able to jump out right there as we saw. Depending on whether or not you can get out, actually depends on whether how you DI his spaces.
Yeah.
If you DI strictly to the side, as a lot of players would tend to do, that actually like shortens your like the height you actually get out of it. So it's a guaranteed follow-up for Fox in that situation.
Gotcha.
It's why at like 120%, DIing out gets you a guaranteed charged up smash and a death. But,
which is actually true in most chain grabs.
Yeah.
Like Sheik on Sheik, you have the option of DIing into an up smash that's going to kill you. Oh, hey, and Plank finishing it out. I didn't realize you got a whole second ahead there. But
yeah, and
finishing that up.
Plank went really aggressive on the edge guard there, and Polish was kind of playing back as he normally was, but when you do it off the stage like that, he just kind of went too far back, couldn't up B back to stage. He tried to up B towards Plank, hoping he'd get hit by maybe a Firefox. Plank wasn't having it. He knew he had the extra stock. He just didn't even bother trying to recover. He knew Polish was dead. But going into game 4, going to Pokemon Stadium, Polish gets something started here. I really want to say Polish has been playing really solidly so far this set. I haven't seen many like 0 to death or like crazy combos, but he's getting a lot of like 50, 60, 70% interactions and then just like resetting back to neutral, and that kind of works for his favor as we saw in the previous games.
It does, except that Plank as a Sheik player, the part that I've seen translate into all of his characters is he knows how to do the really cheesy kills with every character well, and he knows how to win neutral a lot of times.
Yeah.
Which is, if that's going to be Polish's strategy, then it comes down to like who can do that better. And Plank's got, you know, he doesn't play as often, but he's got a lot of years experience doing it.
I think Polish's biggest problem in that last game.
I'm saying, cheesy kills that just work and are actually good. Like cheesy but good. I don't mean cheesy to like really like this is stupid. Doesn't or
that bear's going to clean up the stock. However, I do feel like Polish has had a little bit more trouble finishing out stocks. As we saw last stock before he died, he went for like a down smash and 2 separate forward smashes, all missed. And he just, you know, when Fox is at that 100+%, it's hard to get like a clean follow-up into kill. But that, you know. So he can get the damage done. It's whether or not he can finish it off.
Yeah.
That nair there is unfortunately not going to hit. Plank being too far back.
Plank sitting in the corner here and just opting to knock it out of the corner. Not that he necessarily had a good way to do so, but I feel like a double jump and then side B or something, you know, something could have gotten him out, but he didn't. All right. Both of these guys with the wavelands all over this janky little set of mine scaffolding platforms. All right, and playing with a nice amount of percent here. Just managed to rack up, but back to neutral now.
I noticed right there, as you talked about Plank's kind of strategy of getting multiple hits and then kind of backing off, he had Polish way up in the air and to the left, and Polish just kind of like shine stalled, and then Plank just kind of sat there, and it was just really awkward for Polish.
Yeah, and it's also
ended up being a nothing situation for both
Plank's
players.
Fox, especially in this matchup from what I've seen right now, isn't as bad as like I describe it as. I'm always going to be whiny because of the amount of sets I've watched him play against Puff with this character. And just like, he doesn't abuse Fox's things against Puff, he just plays like Sheik levels of lane with a different character.
All right, so this could be Plank's last stock of the set. We have a clean stock lead from Polish, however, you know, see if Plank can maybe do something like he did last game and finish out the set, finish out it strong. Really nice downer there, calling out Plank's jump.
Whoever's asking in chat, the stars from Yoshi's down B do 1%. I don't know why you're asking, but I'm pretty sure it's 1. Down B itself is 8. Oh,
Polish going really deep with that neutral air and following it up with the side B. It's one of those setups that looks really stupid, but if you think about it, when Fox is that far out, his only option is up B. So you know